Welcome back to another episode of the Wakefield Career Mode here, where last episode on your screen now, you can see a man in the name of Claudio Martins, in which we brought into the team because we needed squad depth. He turned out to be having the worst overall I've ever seen from a youth scout, but with a potential of 71 to 94, we bring him in anyway to try to make him a beast. And it's going to take 4 weeks. Well, it said it's going to take 4 weeks to change him into a center mid. And when we played him at center mid, he was a plus 22. So he's going to jump massively from a 36 overall all the way up to a 58 overall center mid. That's instantly starting 11 completely. Instantly starting 11 for him. We are going to go ahead and just improve some of his things. He does have a playstyle plus, which is it's like a slide tackle playstyle plus there, which honestly we might go ahead and remove that for him, as he's not a center back anymore. He is now a center mid. But that being said, we have our final scouting reports from these three nations. Starting off in Canada, we no longer have to really be picky about getting players in for squad depth, because we don't really need squad depth, because we do have squad depth. So nothing from Canada on the final day, and it's looking like nothing from Portugal as well on the final day. And then the last one from Spain, maybe this guy. I don't need a goalkeeper. Molina is there. Oh, a Spanish guy named German Cordoba. 4.3 million for him. 17 years. Oh my lord. Get into my team right away. I'm not even gonna send out scouts real quick. What was his name? Cordoba. A 72 overall left back. It kind of sucks that he is a left back. I can't lie. Maybe he's not a left back. Maybe he's a left man. He's not a left man. Maybe he's a left wing. Maybe he's a left wing back. Left wing back 2 weeks. He definitely has the capability of going up and going, like, exploring the field up more, because he does have medium attack work rate. His crossing is 69. His long pass is 60. His short pass is 70 even. His ball control ain't the best. But honestly, this guy is looking insane. He's looking like one of the best players. He actually is. I think he is now the best player I've gotten through these youth academies. But other than that, we bring in Guillermo Costa. I don't know where he came from, but he's going to get released. This guy is going to go ahead and get released as well. So is Fernandez. And that way we have Rafael Ramos, who got in from last season, I believe. Still waiting on him to turn 16 years old. And then this guy, who is going to instantly come into that starting 11 in just a moment. But for now, we are going to go ahead and send this guy out to... Where do we go? We just went to Spain, Portugal, and... Where do we go? In Canada. So we are going to go over here now to Asia. We're going to go over to... Do we go to China or Japan? I think we go to Japan for 3 months for Playmakers. Let's just send him on Playmaker. Let's see what he can do in Playmakers. We are going to go to South America for... Let's go to... Do we go to Peru? Colombia, Venezuela. Let's go to Colombia for any, honestly. And then the last one, I am going to send to somewhere special. Give me 1 second. And then the last one, we are going to send over for technically gifted player. It's not Albania. It's in fact the Bahamas. We are sending a scout out to the Bahamas. And of course, I know I'm probably going to get a comment maybe down in the future like, oh, how you get the Bahamas? This is a mod. I am on PC on FC24. Then if you're not on PC, honestly, you should be, especially if you are doing career mode. But let's go ahead and promote Mr. German Cordoba. And I feel bad for Mr. Montero, as he instantly is going to get dropped from this team because he's no longer the first string center back. This is going to be our first 70 overall player. And actually, does he have... Thinking about it, does he have a playstyle plus on him? Where is Mr... And Mr. Cordoba is into this starting, not really into starting 11, but into at least the team for now. We're now at the 26 players, 8 defenders. He does have the relentless play style, which pretty much keeps his stamina up above a lot. Like, it's kind of like a second win trait from previous FIFA titles. And it's more useful for maybe even fullbacks that get up a lot. So maybe we explore the option of getting him up the field more. He does have great passing stats already. but it is also very vital for box-to-box midfielders, where they are running box-to-box up and down the field constantly. He will recover quickly into the second half. All that he will have more stamina throughout the entire game, and he won't tire as quickly. But first off, we have Accrington Stanley in today's episode in 17th. And if you missed it, we got back-to-back wins in last episode, in which actually in which we are only 4 points off a playoff spot, despite the fact being 7-8 spots away from that 7th spot where we sit 15th. We're only 4 points off a playoff spot. We are on a great run of form. Not even good, we're on a great run of form. Burt transfer offer from Crawley's Town. Not happening. Not a big club, I don't have to offer you. And here we go. Starting 11, Burt, Price, Soto, Santos, Varela, Said, Cordoba, Dennis, Weston, Peters, Navarrete. And for what we are going to offer today, I'm trying to think. Do I want to go attacking? Do I want to go midfield? We're going to do a Price playstyle plus if he records a hat trick of either goals or assists today. So he'll get a finishing playstyle plus score goals or assists in today's game here against Accrington Stanley. Cordoba instantly starting things off by intercepting the ball. Now the highest rated player in this team, the highest rated player we have gotten from the youth academy is Santos, trying to thread that through for Price. Couldn't do so. Poirelli now. Langelo. Now out wide to Kirk. Kirk into Lowe. Lowe will look to lay it off, but Cordoba stepping up. Soto now on ball. Soto into Price. Price is going to lay that off for Santos. Santos on his left foot. Misses. Said. Varela. Varela into Burt. Beautiful ball. Burt will finish it. Burt's trying to make an argument for when Mr. Santos comes back. Or not Santos, whatever the other guy name is. Steele, not Steele. Our left winger. Porter. Into Poirelli. Varela wins the ball. And now into Burt. Burt into Price. Price now waiting for Soto to make that run over the top. Maybe way too over the top. Referee says play on for handball. Soto into Varela. Varela into the back of the net. 2-0 for Wakefield. We double the lead. Oh, Weston. Kirk wins it back. Or Varela wins it from Kirk. Burt now looking to send Santos up the field. The through ball would have been immaculate if he actually got the through. He didn't though. And Cordoba got cut slacking here with Pritchard cutting in. Cordoba got back out for a corner. I'm interested to see right now. Team management. Cordoba is about, what, 3/4 full? I'm interested to see during the second half and towards the end of the game the difference between all from Cordoba to the players that stay on for the starting 11. As Burt heads into the box, Said should clear it, and that should be halftime. 2-0 up here against Accrington. Good game, a good run of form at the moment. 3 wins in a row, almost, if we can finish this game off here. Bad news is for Price, no goals, no assists. So he has to get a hat trick in the second half here. And I'm not force feeding it. It has to happen naturally. It's Varela. It's into Santos. Santos into Price. Price now turns off the defender, and Price will be able to have a shot here. Price will go ahead and score early into the second half. It's 3-0 for Wakefield. That's another assist for Santos. He might be way on the leading mark for man of the match at the moment. But Price will get on the score sheet. Montero wins the ball into Soto. Soto has wide open real estate here. It's all Soto. It's still Soto. Still Soto. It's all Soto. And he makes the keeper to make it 4-0 for Wakefield Juniors here. Attack against Accrington Stanley. And a 4-0 win for the boys in red at home. No playstyle plus for Price. However, +3 for man of the match. And honestly, I think Soto might have just stole that with that game-winning goal. Well, not game-winning goal, but with that 4th goal right there. And in fact, he did not. He's actually tied with Varela. Varela technically got the man of the match from the game. So it's going to be Varela with the +3 attribute stats. And Varela gets a +3 on long passing from 57 to 60. So his long passing is improving into that midfield role there. Next up is Salford City, who are currently sitting in third with 25 points. We are going to go ahead and accept the L here, in all honesty, against Salford City. And in fact, we don't accept the L. That's now 4 wins in a row. Wakefield win 2-0 with Dennis and Peters on the score sheet. Unlikely goal scorers there, both defenders on the score sheet. A clean sheet for Navarrete as well. The boys are starting to shine. That's now 12 points out of the last 12 points that we could have got. 4 wins in a row. And next up is Harrogate Town, 19 points. They sit 11th. We sit 9th. Only 2 points off a playoff spot. And Jake Steele is starting to return from injury. I don't think he's quite match fit ready yet. And in fact, if we go to the Squad Hub, it's probably going to say, what, a couple of weeks here. Fit in 4 days. He obviously had a broken elbow. He is transfer listed for some reason. I'm not quite sure why. I am going to remove him from the transfer list. I don't know if I was trying to sell him or not. But honestly, I don't know where he comes into. He might play center back now, back at that left-footed center back, and seeing as we now really need a left-footed center back, he might do that. Robson is still out for 5 weeks. I believe we also have, let's go ahead and check on Porter. Porter is ready in 3 weeks, obviously suffering a broken toe injury. Montero is at Lyon. I forgot we fucking loaned out Montero, to be honest. We got such a good player there. Starting 11 for this game against Harrogate Town: Burt, Price, Soto, Vieta on for Santos, Martins on for Saeed, Cordoba, Montero on at center back, Weston, Peters, Navarrete. A +1 stat for now Soto. Good ball in from Peters, and it's Soto on the ball, and he's going to look to send Vieta. Can't do so though, but the keeper makes a mistake and gives the ball straight to Burt, who just pushes it into the back of the net, and Wakefield are up 1-0. Vieta now into Soto. Soto down the right-hand side here. It's Price trying to make a run towards the outside. It's actually a good run from Price. He's going to get the ball onto his right foot, and it's a beautiful goal there. It's a beautiful counterattack. Wakefield double the lead here against Harrogate Town, possibly breaking into that playoff spot. We're only 2 points off of it at the moment. And if a team loses or drop points, we are straight into the playoff spot where I think we should belong, where I think this team has started to finally pick up. Now going for 5 wins in a row at the moment. Oh my lord. Oh my lord. Oh my lord. Oh my lord. I just got absolutely dusted by Odo. Just look at him. He cuts in, he goes. Weston gets sat down by himself, then gets sat down, and then he makes Navarrete. Gibson, Cornelius, Navarrete save. Get up, you got to get there again. He does, and we calm it down. Nearly giving away a good 2-1 win there. We should get the job done here, though. A 2-1 win at home. That's now 5 wins in a row here for Wakefield Juniors, as we look to now take on third place, Cheltenham Town for the last game in today's episode. And a +3 crossing on him turns him to a 55-58 crossing for Mr. Burt. As we were seen to go for a crossing for him, it only makes sense to try and improve his crossing. That way, if we ever go for that thing again, we can obviously try and work it out better. But first up, it's Shrewsbury in the cup. I was like, what the heck is this? And when one player gets injured, another player comes back from injury. Obviously, Porter back from injury, not match fit. I'm assuring you now, he is not match fit for this game. He is fit in 2 weeks. He is not match fit at the moment. So Burt will retain that left mid spot. He did submit a transfer request for some reason. Unfortunately, if he was going to submit a transfer request, it would be Daniel Neal, because he's just absolutely awful. But Burt is back into the team. Steele wants to now play for this team as well. And it won't matter right now. I'll do it when we get to the other game. Steele is back in the starting 11, but now at his natural center back role. We finally have a left-footed center back in this team. Martins is on for Varela, who is just kind of a little bit too tired. Burt is a little bit too tired as well. But with Porter, I'm not going to risk him playing a full 90 minutes. He might come off the bench. He is on the bench, at least for right now. But for now, Burt starts here against Cheltenham Town. A chance to break into the playoff spots for sure. And maybe even leap over Cheltenham Town as well. I know they were only 4 points above us. I don't know if they actually lost any points or not. A play style plus Santos for long finishing, something like that, something type of like long finishing, long shooting, if he can, or maybe even power shot, if he can score from outside of the box in open play, cannot be from a free kick. So that is that for this game. Martins out wide to Burt, who is tired. He might only see around 60-70 minutes today, if that. It's Martins now on the ball. It's Saeed into Price. Price will lay it off for Santos. Santos wide open here. Shot blocked and into the path of Southwood. And he pushes it out for a corner here. Thompson block shot. It's going to fall nicely for Kenya though. And Cheltenham Town with 10 minutes left to go have the lead. That's an unfortunate deflection into the path of the Cheltenham Town player. Porter and Videla pressuring on. It's Price into Santos. And Santos saved. Soto. Rebound. Soto shot. Saved by the keeper out for a corner. You got to win ahead of Vieira. He does somewhat. Now into Soto. Oh, it's a bad ball into Soto. Steele wins it back. Videla. Santos. Referee, let me play on. 90-minute cheese. It's Santos. The shot blocked. Game over. We lose 1-0 to Cheltenham Town. Not the ending we wanted. It was a deflection goal for them that was enough to get the win. And unfortunately, the boys in blue and black suffer their first defeat in 5 games. In the league, at least. And to end the episode, we are going to go through our scout reports, and we are going to start off in the Bahamas, in which honestly doesn't look too good. Dwight Clark we'll go ahead and bring in because it's 700k value and decent potential, but other than that, just looking at the rest of these guys, they do not look that good. I'm not going to bring in another terrible 28 overall player just because I want to. Martins was a special type of deal. We're now into Colombia, where I believe we went for technically gifted, if I'm not mistaken. 130k for him. No. Pedro Hurtado, good overall potential, not so good. This guy, Andre Morales, good overall potential, even good as well. 1.2 million value for him. We'll go ahead and sign him up and see what he is about. Bruno Gallano, 3.1 million for a Colombian 15-year-old. He will come instantly, and as soon as he's 16, he might be in that starting 11 as well. And then over to Japan, where it's looking a little bit dry, just like the Bahamas. And in fact, actually no one. So Japan was the worst of the 3. Colombia had all the star men there. We have Morales as a center back, 63 overall. We have Gallano, a 68 overall CDM at 15 years old. So when he comes in, he might fit into that midfield spot as well. And then Dwight Clark, a 58 overall center mid at the moment. Maybe not a center mid though for a long time. Seeing, actually, nope, I can't lie. It's exactly what he is. Maybe a cam, maybe a left mid. And in fact, he will probably be more than likely a right mid if I were to change him. So I will change him to a right mid just to see if he goes up anymore. But he probably won't. But other than that, that's actually two good players, one decent-ish player that might have a potential future here. But we're going to end things off here in 10th. We had a chance to break into the 7th, into the playoffs, but Cheltenham Town did go ahead and take us down with a lucky deflection goal. We are still only 1 point out of the playoff spot, which currently is Mansfield, tied alongside Tranmere Rovers, Doncaster, and Newport County. Next episode, we will have the month of November. We have Crew Alexandria. We do have Doncaster, Gillingham, Morecambe, and Port Vale, and then as well as Shrewsbury in the league. And Doncaster is actually the cup. Is this the FA Cup? This is the FA Cup, so FA Cup begins again next episode, in which we'll take on Doncaster and try and knock them out. We'll see if we can at least get to January and maybe somehow finesse away against a Premier League side there. If you did enjoy this video, go ahead and leave a like, subscribe, and I'll see you tomorrow for another video. Peace out.